Hello everyone. I'm so happy that this deck came early. It came 2 days early. Right? Do you know when you just need some retail therapy? And I've been putting this deck off for so long because I got this off eBay and it's just one of those decks where the cost of the postage was more than the deck. But with the situation at hand, with what the global situation is, the lady or the guy, I have no idea, the person who was selling this was kind enough to say, hey look, we're gonna send it via courier, blah, blah, blah. And they told me, and I went, it's fine, do you know, it's fine, and it's here early. This is the ALCHEMIA, it's like alchemy but IA, so it's ALCHEMIA Tarot deck. Now when I had to look through it, because from videos that I've seen, it's not in order. Like, it's not in a Rider-Waite-Smith order or suit order or anything. So it comes in a box like this. And there's the book, and there's where the deck is. It comes in this lovely sleeve. And the book, now this is going to be very quick because the book is all in Japanese. All of it is in Japanese. I don't know if there's a PDF or anything of this translated. But if there are any, any of my watchers are Japanese or have learnt it, that'd be like, something to do in quarantine. I don't know, just worry about work on that, I just realised there's a little bookmark here. That's so cute. The hermit was bookmarked. Interesting, I didn't notice that, but such a cute little like babushka thing there. Anyway, but this is the first guidebook I've seen that came with a dust cover, and I thought that was it's like a little bit of luxury. And the other thing is, it's written in a way that it is left to right, not right to left. But the book and the box, the way you take things out, is the other way around. I don't know. Just thought it was an interesting little thing. Now we're going to go on to the deck. Just put the book back in here. It's such a pretty deck. I don't know why. I love, how to put it, I love the old style anime art. Now it's not like 80s or 90s kind of thing, it's just close enough to it, and it's really pretty. So this is the deck, and it comes in a box. So this is like its own sleeve for that thing, and then it comes out in a little box like that. It's so nicely put together. So it's not like this box is in the way. Like, I could put that away on the shelf and have this out. I thought that was just really nice. So yeah, it's really pretty. So I'm going to put this over here where my bookshelf is. I have no idea what you call it. Where my books go. So this is the little box, and it comes in, it's a little tuck box. It's not little. It's actually quite a decent size, which I was shocked by. But the other thing that was shocked me was the card quality is insane. Like, it feels, it's not as thick as Modern Witch, that kind of, but it's not as stiff as it. It's a bit more flexible. So it's a bit more flexible. It's much softer. It is glossy, but because when I was shuffling through them, it makes a squeak noise because they've never been touched. But yeah, now we're going to get into this. So I'm going to do the majors. And wait, real quick. There's the backing. I know I just quickly glanced at it there. It is reversible. It just has these it's like a globe or some kind of gyroid of the earth, and then there's harpies around it. Just thought it was interesting. So here's the Fool. I love this. The dog is not here, but you know what? It doesn't matter because I love this kind of he's jumping into the universe. Like, the earth is there, the sun, and the galaxy and stuff. It's really pretty. It's insanely pretty. Here's the Magician. There's no altar, but it's like this cloud kind of is the altar. The wand, the pentacles, the cups, and the swords. Now, they're all the same as Rider-Waite-Smith, so there's no name changes of the suits. Look at that. This High Priestess is absolutely beautiful. I was getting like Virgin Mary vibes off her. Like, she's really pretty. And pastel. I like the pastel colours on her. Like, that's insane. The pillars are there. She has the scroll. I think the moon's the only thing missing. But it's like she's in this kimono nearly. Like, because there's like this waistband on her here. So she's like in a kimono robes. I have no idea. It's like a mix of all the kind of cultural, like traditional robes in one nearly. It's very pretty. The Empress is the box art. It's on the outer box. She's so pretty. The Emperor. I like how he's offering his hand out. Normally his hand is on the arm. And he goes, yeah, you do what I say. But now he's like, here, do you want my help? Like, it's interesting. He's offering you this light. Like, guidance and stuff. The Hierophant. I like this Hierophant. He's not in your face. And I love the blue. Like, the blues are just... That's stunning. The Lovers. I love this. This is really cute. It's very Final Fantasy looking. I don't know why. And I like it. Let me see what the name of the artist was. Ako Morimuro? Or Takai? I'm terrible with... Once I have to hear someone say their name, do you know like how they pronounce it, and then I'm like, okay. So Ako Morimura, it says, and Takakai. Interesting. Either one of them is the artist. I'll put a link below, find out who they are on Instagram maybe. But the Lovers is gorgeous. Like, that's really peaceful. And they haven't touched hands yet. It's just this energy glowing from their hands. It's really pretty. The Chariot, and I like it that the reins are different colours, not the horses. So there's a black rein and a gold brass rein. It's very cool. And their horse is not Sphinx. The Strength card is stunning. It looks like the line is a bit more playful in this one. I don't know what it was. It's not vicious, it's just playful. She's very good, stunning. Like, the whole artwork on this is stunning. There's the Hermit. That's beautiful. But the blues and the greens and the light coming out of it, like, it's just oh. And we have the Wheel of Fortune with a Sphinx on top. Wow, it's like a black hole or the galaxy or a nebula in the middle here. This thing here. Justice. Very stern, I like it, but it's so light. Like, the colours are just so bright on it. Like, I don't think the camera's going to be doing it justice. Like, the Hanged Man. Like, that is stunning. The Death card. That's actually a really... It's just pretty. I'm going to say it keeps saying pretty and beautiful. Because the artwork is just flowy and beautiful. Even in the Death card. Like, the horse is not even a black horse. It's the white horse in the Rider-Waite-Smith one. And Death looks, you know, quite appealing. Let's just say that. Temperance. Now in this one they actually did give the Temperance a female aspect, because I know in the Rider-Waite-Smith you can't really tell. But look at that, the flow of that water, like, that's insane. It's all digital art, but it's just insane what people can do. The Devil. I think this is by far the most attractive devil I've seen. Like, because it's the whole point of the devil. They're supposed to lure you in and be manipulative and be everything you want, but then when you get there and behind closed doors, no, they're not everything. They're not what they seem. Like, he's gorgeous. He's very like alluring. Like, oh, do you wanna come out for a coffee with me now? Oh, really? You know, he looks like he's taunting you in a way. The way he stares, like he's taunting you. Like, yeah, you want to come out with me, don't you? This is a stunning tower. Like, there's the people there. I couldn't see them when I was putting it together. But like, that's beautiful. It's a nice perspective. Like, we're at the bottom, we're at the base looking up at the tower rather than looking straight at it from across the way. Like we ran to help kind of thing, or we're about to go in. My most favourite card in most decks is the star. And this is just beautifully done. It's all pinks and blues, and it's beautiful. It's honestly beautiful. The moon, that is the first, when I was putting them out, after 2 sword cards, this one came out and I went, that's a major. Like, that's one of the majors. That is so pretty. I was getting like Sailor Moon's like vibes. Like, there's a series called Sailor Moon, and Sailor Moon, there's also a Princess Serenity, and she looks like Princess Serenity. Oh, that's so pretty. I know the series, I just don't want to spoil this for people who haven't seen it. And the sun, I love this now. When you look at the sun and the moon side by side, they're on opposite sides of the card. And it's like the boy on the cloaked person on the moon has leapt through, or the other way around, you know. Or the young one has leapt into the night. And yet I've noticed with the sun, the horse doesn't have any reins on him, but in the moon it does. It's like he wants to keep in control. Judgment. Wow. Oh, if there's only 2 people, and a male and a female, and that's it. There's no like caskets of other people, you know. It's just simple. And the world card, like in that, I know most of them there, I will say, is they're all robed or clothed. There's no nudity in it, which is fine. Like, whatever. Like, nudity is not a necessity in a deck, but it's nice to see what colours they would put into the world card when she doesn't really wear much. And I like how the eagle, the bull, the man, I don't know what that was. The man, the eagle, the bull, and the lion are like these tattoo looking symbols. Like, that's pretty. Okay, now we're on to the minors. So the minors are going to keep quiet, play a bit of music, and you just go. Okay, so that was the flip through. Wow. There's some cards in there that made me go, Well, I took a few out because otherwise I'd be here forever. So we did talk about the majors already, so these are just the minors. So this one really got my attention. It was the 5 of Cups. Now, during the flip through, you're probably like, hang on. 5 became a 4-4, and the King became before the Queen. I know, I realised I put them in the wrong order in some of them because I had a system and I must have done it too fast, but hey, who knows. Okay, so the 5 of Cups. This one is such a nice perspective of it because they're drowning. Like the guy's drowning in his, what he presumes are failures, and then these two are just here as they're like, hey, we're up here, come on, come back up to the surface and get us. And he's like, no, what's the point? And he just sinks. This sense of sinking is, it's very overwhelming. I'm gonna say that. Like, we've all had that feeling, and it's just a nice perspective rather than him sitting on the shore crying over the wine that's spilled, you know. I had to put the Page of Cups in because it's the most sassiest Page of Cups I've ever seen. Normally they're like, ooh, what's in my cup? This guy's like, huzzah, look what's in my cup. How dare. Like, oh my goodness. Like, he looks like he should be one of those guys who's like, I have like 45,000 Instagram followers. Like, oh my god. Like, he just looks like that. I'm sorry if that's a thing, but it's just that sass that he has. I don't know why he's like, look at my fish. Hell yeah, look at my fish. I don't think any guy has ever asked me to look at their fish. But hey. Now, 9 of Pentacles. Now this one, I don't know what it was. It was just like a tropical greenhouse or something. I have no idea, but like, it's so pretty. I'm like looking at it. I had to zoom in on, bring it to my face there. Like, that's stunning. And for the once, I've never seen a 9 of Pentacles being a male. But Jesus, like, that's really pretty. Like, I've never seen like this kind of jungle or tropical sense to it, and it's really, really nice. Like, that's really pretty. The 2 of Wands. Now, this was a different like angle or perspective of the card. Normally we see him looking out into the sea, holding the world in one hand, and his staff is standing there like this one, and he has in his hand. Now we see him holding the world and looking out. So he's not looking out on the ocean, and that's really stunning. Like, it's like look within, really, to make your decision rather than outward. And I was like, wow, that's a different message altogether, but you get the drift. Like, that's really powerful. I had to put the 4 of Swords in, right? Because it's the first one that's not a knight lying on a grave or someone in bed. This one is someone sitting on like a nice cushion or something here, or hay. It's actually hay, sorry. And they have a blanket on and they're praying. Like, they're praying. I've never seen the 4 of Swords where they're praying. Now, normally they're lying down with their hands on their chest, like a knight would be when they're laid to rest, or like someone is laid to rest. And yeah, I just never seen them praying before, and I thought that was really cool. So like, they're taking a moment to ask their god or deity or whatever religion they have, just stopping and asking for guidance. And like, that's still a pause and still a rest kind of pause, because you're not thinking with your head, you're thinking with your beliefs or your spirituality. So very nice, very nice. 5 of Swords. I thought this was a very interesting way of the demeanour this guy has. Normally these two are really sad in the background, but for me it reminds me of those days where you're in college and you're given a team project and you're the one doing all the goddamn work, and these two are off like having a few drinks and you're the one picking up the pieces in order to pass the class. Like, that's what that's like a vibe I got off it. It was like, I'll do all the bloody work then, and they won't get any credit because that's that. And I thought it was nice perspective of the card. I keep saying perspective because I'm trying to think of a different meaning of the card. There we go. This is the most unique 8 of Swords, other than the Wizard's Tarot by Barbara Moore, because you saw the girl's hands. Now this one, the swords are like floating around her. She's floating nearly. And there's a person here. So it's like this person is making sure they don't escape. Like this person's just making sure they don't escape and giving this like domineering energy to the card. Even though it's all pastel-y and blue and pinks and peaches and stuff like that, it just gives a different energy going, whoa. There's someone in control here. It's like the devil card is there, but not. Or it could be the person calling out to you saying, it's okay, you can let go, and they don't want to let go because they're scared to let go. But like the ribbon that, or the binding that is binding her in the normal cards is tied to each of the swords. And I thought that was insane. Like I was like, whoa. This is like making a different meaning to the card, but it's not at the same time. It's just like she's untied herself, like the ones that are usually wrapped around her arms. She's still bound there, but this one's like they're all just trailing around. Wow, it's just wow. Ten of Swords. I had to put this in because there's no body being stabbed, but there is. He's stabbing his shadow. The guy is stabbing his own shadow. I don't know if this is like a kind of shadow work meaning or anything. I don't know much about shadow work, but it's like he's kind of what I understand about it, but not completely because I like someone to go through it with me. It's kind of like you're facing your inner demons, or I don't know. This is what I get for this card. I'm getting that, but I don't know much about shadow work. But with this sense, it's like he's not he doesn't want to face his past self. He doesn't want to face his shadow self. So he's stabbing it, and I was like, whoa. That's more deep than a body being stabbed there. Do you know? It's not a physical stab. It's like a internal one. Anyway, let's carry on and do a quick reading. Oh wow. They shuffle lovely. They shuffle like a dream. Oh, you came out. I'm going to do that again because I was like, that's not right. I don't think I shuffled that properly. If he jumps out again, no, he didn't. It's the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. That means that I was like, oh, I moved the cards out of the bottom to the top, and no. Anyway, Knight of Pentacles is the card for this reading. So there is a slow and steady journey within your career or your sense of abundance coming, because obviously with things as they are, we're limited to growing further up that career ladder. So we have to stop, sit and wait. So that's what he's doing. He's waiting. He has all the things he wants to give. So he has the skills. He has the money to offer to, I don't know, like a bride. I don't know. I'm thinking like medieval times here. I don't know why. Like, here, I have a horse. Can I get your wife for a horse? Your daughter for a horse, please? No. Like, come on. But like, in that sense, it's like he has everything to offer. He has all these things to offer. He just has to stay idle for now. Like most of us, we do have to stay idle. I'm going to take the top card. We have the Ace of Swords, right? Just to elaborate that. So, we have to sit idle even though you want to get out there and go, go, go. But you're going to be very brash and not thinking clearly, because an ace is a new beginning. It's all about clarity. It's all about, being determined, and communication is a big thing with the Ace of Swords. Although, with this sense, it also means you're jumping too fast. Like, it's not a wand, whereas wands will be like, you're having a game, you have a plan, right? There's a new beginning and there's a new plan. And something's coming because it's an ace, but with a sword, you're not thinking clearly. You're thinking with your head, but you're not thinking further than that. Like, you know what I mean? So you're sitting idle and you want to get going. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. So we see that the knight has pretty much demoted himself by going down this road, because he went, right, I'm going to hold back and go back and like rethink my my skills, learn a bit more, and not be so arrogant or quick-witted about what I'm going to do. I'll sit idle, but I'll learn while I'm doing it. It's because you were sitting idle in lockdown and all that stuff. Might as well hone in on your skills, pick up an online class kind of thing, refurbish your, like, you know, your computer skills, all that stuff, so when you get back to work eventually you're all like up to speed, done training, paid for it, all that stuff, you know. So there you go, guys. So that is the Alchemia Tarot. I can never say that. Alchemia Tarot. That is beautiful. Like, that's stunning. I can't wait to keep using this. Anyway, I'll leave that there and I'll see you all very soon. Stay safe and bye.